Hey guys, how you doing? David Hughes with Theater Advice. Today I wanted to do what I think is going to be a pretty popular video actually. It's going to be my opinion of what's the best kind of value, best system you can put together for kind of like at around under 10 grand, okay? And there's not just one, and that's the whole thing. Everything we do for a client, when they come in, literally every system is different. So it's going to be something like this, but I did want to give you an idea of the parts and pieces I think fit within that range, okay? So the first kind of system we'll talk about is going to be speakers behind the screen. So there are 9 speakers behind the screen. Not all will fit in that price range, but one of those speakers is actually a Kef 4100 series. It's a very thin speaker. They're probably 4 inches wide, but they really pack a punch. They're heavy. It is a very well-built in-wall speaker. Quite powerful, really impactful, and put with the right amount of subs because the drivers are really small, you can just get really, really great theater video or theater audio out of this thing. They're actually not bad musically either. You put 3 of those behind a white acoustically transparent screen, which we all know is not my favorite thing to do, but again, we're talking about 10 grand and not 30 or 50. You know, you put that behind a white AT screen, a nice white AT screen, shut the lights all the way off so we're getting some good contrast from our projector, and you're gonna just have a killer system back there. Throw in an SVS PB1000, a nice ported sub giving you a little more depth than a sealed version, you know, because that lower price range or whatever. We're really trying to dive into getting value for our money at that point, and people just want to hear that bass. Go with some nice, you know, like a CI 160 ER type thing, which are, you know, fairly well priced at the pair level. You've got a nice Kef audio system with an SVS sub, great screen, Epson 4050 projector, nice and bright, you know, vivid. You're going to give yourself a great experience with a system like that, and you're not going to break the bank. That system's going to be probably around that $10,000 mark. Another way to go is going to be SVS towers. We all know I like tower speakers. These actually are their pinnacle, the prime pinnacle towers. They're a great speaker for the money. Now we're going away from an AT screen, saving a little money there. Get a nice white screen, even a thicker border. That doesn't matter much. It helps with the overscan of the projector and a lot of other things like that too. So you get a nice white screen, turn the lights all the way off, put an SVS system in there, pinnacle, prime pinnacle towers, ultra center channel. Again, probably same subwoofer, probably something like a PB1000 from SVS, something in that range. You're gonna get a phenomenal theater experience if you don't care about having the floor standing speakers out of that. You know, it's going to be impactful. Vocals are great. That's probably one of the best center channels I've ever heard around that kind of money. I mean, original center channels to me are so important. I have personally spent $10,000 on a center channel. So, you know, it's for me to say something is like really enjoyable. That's, you know, $500-600, sometimes even less, is crazy. So it's just one of those things where I sat down and heard that system and I was like, okay, SVS. You know, they're throwing a little, you know, a lot of knowledge and a lot of R&D at that, obviously, if you're getting any kind of volume, you know, and clarity out of that speaker. So that's a great speaker system. They don't make in-walls yet. I believe that they are. So, you know, mixing those with something like a Klipsch, which I talked about in the video before this where I did my own theater. You know, nice Klipsch in-walls, even their lower level stuff. But if you can get into possibly their Pro Series, Pro 16s, Pro 18s, something like that, you're going to have a killer system, you know, for not a ton of money. Last but not least, you know, we're going to probably get back into some, you know, some in-walls. You know, you can get Klipsch in-walls behind the screen, mostly things that are going to be AT. So you can mix and match that kind of stuff. Last but not least is the new Martin Logan Foundation series. I'm sorry, Founders is Paradigm. Their Foundation series, literally, I don't even have them on the floor. They literally just came out. But you're talking about the same folded motion tweeter, just a smaller version that's in their larger 200 series towers in a speaker that is only $999 a piece. So you're at $2 grand for the towers. 500 I think for the center channel. Don't quote me on that yet because I didn't look at a price list right before this, but I think I'm right. You throw some nice rears on there. Again, nice white screen, 4050 projector from Epson. you know, you're going to have a killer system. I mean, those are going to be probably the most musical speakers I've ever seen or heard, with that build quality and that Martin Logan pedigree, for that money. So if you're trying to go, you know, behind the screen, obviously the Kef is the way to go, or throw some Klipsch back there. If you're trying to go floor standing, SVS are going to be a little more movie centric, I would say, a little more impact, a little more volume. You can beat them a little bit harder. But the Martin Logans are going to kind of get you into some audiophile type stuff and type listening for a lot less money. Those speakers are very well built. When you get into their 200 series, you're gaining, you know, if you can stretch there, you're gaining 40% in the tweeter size and things like that. But even in their foundation, or yeah, I think foundation series speakers that just came out, the waveguide is designed in such a way that it actually it acts almost like what Kef did by putting their tweeter in their driver. Is the waveguide is meant to kind of align your tweeter with your mid-range, so that the frequencies don't cross over in the air and things like that. It's a really, really good design, absolutely killer for the money. And then I do have to close out by, you know, by kind of saying what I say to all customers. Like, I never tell people what to spend here. I just ask that they spend it here and not somewhere else. But at the end of the day, you know, it's very important to understand, if you did stretch a little bit, if home theater is your thing, those little stretches or larger stretches, we never tell people, oh, spend $500 more, you're going to get all this experience, because you're not. We're never trying to squeeze that lemon. With us, it's more like, hey, if you go to $12,000, now we can get you a slate screen. Now your video is 3 times better. You know, you don't care about video as much as audio. Give me the $2,000. Let's go up in floor standing, up in, you know, one tick in floor standing, 1 tick in center channel, 1 tick in subwoofer. Right? We can give you a difference for those kind of dollars. So when you start getting into that 12,000 mark, and you start getting into the 15,000 mark, it's kind of our bread and butter. That's when I don't sacrifice anything, or I'm not compromising in my system designs. I'm really kind of throwing my best pitches at the customer and really saying, hey, this stuff is really awesome and you're going to love it. When you start getting into that 20,000, 22 to 25, that is what I consider point of diminishing returns. And I know I'm on YouTube saying that, and I own an AV company, but it's true. We also just left my $80,000 theater. So at the end of the day, it's not that I don't believe people should spend that money. I just believe certain people should spend that money, and that's very important to understand. And we'd never try to spend more than people want in here, because then they're going to go home and get buyer's remorse and that kind of thing. So don't spend more than you want unless you talk to someone, hopefully like me, in your area or here if you're near here. And we're going to tell you the truth. We're going to tell you, hey, for that $2,000 you get X. For that $5,000 you get X. You know, or hey, we can go down to $8,000 bucks, but you're going to sacrifice, you know, pretty much all your overall quality, overall dynamic. You can watch a movie in there, but it's going to be just okay. And so, you know, we don't really sell or design okay here, but those are my top 3 kind of picks for system design and things to put together. Denon receiver, you could throw that across all 3. You know, something like a 760H or something like that. I mean, you could chuck that in there. If you're looking at possibly ever upgrading your audio, get into the 3800 series with Epson, or I mean, of Denon, so that you can get pre-outs and buy an amplifier someday. Those are always good, smart choices to do that we help people navigate. Deal with a company that's got a speaker buyback program like we do, so that you can upgrade that stuff every 2 years and really get into your dream system someday. So, but we really try to spend people's money the right way here, and those are my top 3 picks. Please like and subscribe so that you know when I put a new video out. We will try every week. Sometimes I can't shoot that week, but we're trying to do a video a week. So like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks.